For a smash dash, their record is 4-2 in their last 6. As they go in here for a shot, it's Vibers though taking the first couple.
Opportunities, several they've made several attacks on the bubble, still haven't been able to break through, although we might see one there. We finally do. That feed in from Dave.
Pass over to Pac-Man, has BK down right under, but not surrendering anything is Dage. Maybe a second play though, it will be Aries getting the rebounded goal. Bottom of the goal, but gets stunned out and rolling out to the outer edge.
Yeah, that was a good look. 2 really good looks, first shots, and then another one was a great save there. One just a little bit rushed. Could have definitely had a...
Hold on,
oh,
that
no,
one is way in from deep. Slyn tapping it 50 meters out from...
Goal there.
It was just a sling out.
Smashed,
like Slyn was in that pocket, and yeah, the bounce was so slow as that nice pass actually goes for Emil to BK, getting the right back, so they'll go on offense again.
A lot of opportunities here for Smash Dash. Oh, what a stop by the goalie. I think that was
He left in this first round. Very close game. Neither team pulling ahead by more than one, but that one is going to be a beautiful shot from BK. There's the backstack again from Smash Dash. We've seen that a couple times. Couldn't make the shot, but a rebound should be good just inside that three-point area, so will be a 2. And the game right on the mark could have been very punishing.
Yeah, it's Flyers again. Their defense is.
Oh,
what a grab there by Street Brew.
A win, if nothing else.
That was a great grab there from PK at mid on that clear attempt.
Whoa!
Oh, man. Flyers, that slip out of their hands. First one off the mark, second one off the post. Maybe get a third opportunity here. Yeah, third time is the charm. Emil bring that one in one-on-one in the goal here.
A footing here in round 2.
Oh, there's that chain again, getting the stun out on the attacking player. But that one trickles down there to center.
Smash does have the open 3. They do get it right in the center of the goal. Slyn, the nice fading shot and goal, I should say, for Vibers. That's Finn. Gonna go head-to-head, diving out on the goalie. Dage, or on the offensive player, but Dage does make it.
Now coming on the attack.
Yeah, it's just fantastic offense here. Maybe in defense, even better. BK throws it all away. So they did get there first, but couldn't quite handle the disc. So BK will have a chance here. Going to Finn. Nice delivery to Emil and seals it. So 1-point match still. You mentioned they had to be decisive with it for that to have a chance to even work. And it was perfect. Right here, though, just a breakaway will be an easy dink dunk. What are you doing, Finn? Don't do an eclipse. Just missed, so couldn't turn that around. Otherwise, yeah, Vibers starting to put it together, but couldn't find the offense that time.
Yeah, after that ding, that's not the sort of offense you need to be seeing, and then send.
Yeah, maybe Smash Dash there, putting a hush to the crowd as Dage goes into the goal. They had a lot of divers on against the Vibers now, so hopefully the other teams involved. Wait, that's Alpha Ducks and Fusion. Wait a second, there is a fuse with a goal. Emil letting it loose. First couple from here.
They force that turnover, but then it's back into the hands of Vibers. And Vibers doing some great passing here. They've had a lot of those sequences, but again, Smash that beautiful 3-4 pass sequences, and then just one more pass.
Oh,
missile hand.
Whoa! I don't even. Some of these passes are just incredible. Right there, BK gets it.
Right before it happened, and again, I mean, that's what we saw right there. But that time, Vibers was able to get a quick steal back to put it in, and that time, Dage from 32.
Maybe in position also to just take a lead here. If they get this shot off, it will be taken by Slyn, guaranteeing the goal off of slightly bricks being thrown over and over here. With all the punches, and maybe another breakaway goal to just break this lead open, and it's a 3 from Dage. By a couple goals, Aries going for that deep crossover to BK, going to be collapsed upon by a trio of defenders, but now another defender. That's the 4th one. That's another breakaway goal. They can convert here, and they will. So Sendo making him hurt. 3.5 minutes remaining at the moment, and that one goes in. It just will continue to snowball, and it's another 3, this time Street. So he has the saves, he has the 3s, he has a little bit of everything in his. Yeah, it's been just a stark turnaround in the last few minutes, no doubt. Coming back here, Vibers, another fantastic save from Street Boo. But in the last few minutes, definitely it's been Street Boo in the 3rd round, really leading the way here and paving the way for an assisted shot to Dage. Both sides, just the momentum shift is very palpable, and it's just been they've been on a roll. Now that was a nice swing through dunk there by BK. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League here as we wind down the final day, the final night of our Week 7. So we've already had some great matches today. Needless to say, I'm sure a lot of you tuning in now there for the game about an hour and a half ago or so between Kangarillas and Flare. Now, was that a barn burner or what? A fantastic match that was, and now coming into our final stretch of the night, we have 3 more matches for you on this channel, VRML 1. I'll be casting and camming this match between the defending preseason champs, Illuminaughty, coming in here with a record of 7-5, MMR 1260, versus the youthful, the exuberant, the spicy Spaghetti. They're coming in with a 12-20 record. MMR, that is, and 7-7 record, so right evened up here. Last time we saw Spaghetti was actually just a day ago, facing off against the #1 ranked team currently in North America, Team Joker. And while Joker did manage to come through with that win in the 2 rounds, it was not an easy task for them by any stretch, as the first round was 16-9, second round 15-8. So for Spaghetti to come in against a team like them, Joker now, I mean, and putting up as many points as they did and contesting them as hard as they did. That was very impressive. Spaghetti, as of late, definitely on a bit of a roll here. They've won their last 4 in a row, 5 of their last 6. Their only loss coming to Instinct in what was a 3-round series between them. So Spaghetti really feeling good lately. Looking good, impressing here in Master League as we go past this halfway point of Season 1. So meanwhile, for Illuminaughty, mention them, the preseason champs, of course. Can't go without mentioning that. A very strong preseason. In Season 1, they've had some ups, they've had some downs. Overall, still coming through with a positive record, 7-5, and definitely no slouch at all. And they're just coming in here trying to, contest these young guns in Spaghetti, see what happens. As the first launch, neutral joust is out, and round 1 underway. Illuminaughty over on the orange side, Speedy V, Suburban Legend, Ender, and QL Young. For Spaghetti on blue, as we do see this cleared out towards the other side, will be taken here down low by Meatballer. So Meatballer going over to Ow. Ow swinging all around, going to town on the shots. And how about that start for Spaghetti? Not sure what that was from the open comms, but yeah, Spaghetti first 2 on the board. Now, they're coming in here with a team of Ow, Yperm, Isolate, and Meatballer. So over the course of the season, just getting better and better. They started the early Season 1, missing some of their full roster, dealing with subs and whatnot, but really just starting to look good. But Ender, you know what he's capable of doing, stuff just like that. Great passing play, just the fundamentals, speedy to Ender. Ender, of course, the lead offensive player, perhaps, for Illuminaughty. He's going to be the one shooting it more often than not and scoring more often than not. And his teammates, not to say that they can't score, because they certainly can. Right here, they're about to do it again, but it's going to be Ender. Well, unfortunately for Spaghetti, caught a little bit off guard, as you could hear there in the comms. Having some fun. But sadly for them, no redos, so it will instead just be right back to Spaghetti. Scored on twice in very quick succession by Ender. Both of the all 5 points for Illuminaughty currently. Now that rollout will be just not quite as accurate as they wanted to, so bounce taken here by Ender, trying to dish it off to Burbs. Burbs gets it eventually, but look at all these players here from Illuminaughty trying to pile up. Going there for the shot right above. QL Young gets the shot, and it's 7-2. That is 3 quick goals for Illuminaughty to open this one up. Spaghetti the first couple points, but now just 3 in a row. So see if Spaghetti can come back and get this going a little bit as they do launch out on offense here. No, we'll just be knocked loose again. Ender once more looking to score perhaps. Yperm. Oh, but just missing on the cut. A quick slap. Ender maybe thinking he had more time or less time than he actually had. but no harm done because Suburban gets the disc, passes it off to Ender. Another great pass, and at another head-on goal right inside. Speedy this time being assisted by Ender. And again, 22 seconds off the clock on that joust. So 4 in a row for Illuminaughty, and just rapid fire on the goals thus far. So let's see how Spaghetti adjusts here. Currently just being bothered over and over. They will get that one out in quick fashion, but you can see the pure speed at the moment for the defense, Illuminaughty on these jousts. They're just really being bothersome. And it will result in another turnover at the end of the day, trying to make a way, clear the way for a passing play. There's a ding, a save, Meatballer getting it out. I was being body blocked to see exactly who got what, but nonetheless, we'll see. To the other side it will go, actually breaking free now for maybe a goal. The overshoot though. So unfortunately, Spaghetti, they could have brought it a little closer, but the margins for error, of course, on those boosts, not very wide. So missing that opportunity. And Illuminaughty, as a result, just have control once more. 6 minutes still left in the clock. And only down by 7 points is Spaghetti. But Spaghetti here on defense, Meatballer. Just waiting in the goal as his teammates eventually make their way to the bubble and recollect here. But you can see the great spacing from Illuminaughty, going to buy them some opportunities, because there he goes. The conversion, but actually no, giving him a hurting instead. Isolate. Good punch, and you can see that grab immediately, but Speedy trying to contest it, but eventually the stack still gets there, so nice mobility. Oh, Isolate, not able to get a grab. Maybe we'll have a rebound here. We'll get the goal, in fact, to go, and nice 2-point play there. After a brief gathering of his thoughts. Couldn't get the first one, but still in the right place for the rebound. So 5-point game, 5:20 still left in this one. First round. And Spaghetti, certainly the underdogs in this situation, much like the game against the Joker the other night, last night. But as I was saying before this match began, Spaghetti really did hold their own. And even against Illuminaughty here, the preseason champs, Spaghetti, still holding their own. I mean, they are no joke of a team. And coming up here for maybe an offensive attempt, but QL Young and Speedy are just going to dole out some more bruises. And enabling Ender here for a very, very deep pass that is eventually received by Speedy. And Speedy getting greedy, not really, benefiting though off the assist from Ender, and finds the goal. Just a one-on-one, essentially. And it's 11-4 lead here for Illuminaughty. Quick hello to the Twitch folk here. I know in our last match with Flair versus Kangarillas, I hardly interacted with y'all, but the action was so fast-paced on that one, it was impossible just about to juggle all of that. Of course, you guys were doing a good job kind of keeping yourselves entertained and distracted with all the hype in the chat. But hello, just the same. Not happy about some bounces, as you can hear, but right there, no bounce at all. It's just going to be a straight shot. Speedy, the straight shooter, looking very good on that open three from the wall. 14-4, 10-point lead, under 4 minutes left. And it would seem we have a rematch. So restart. Didn't hear anyone calling for the break or the reasons, so I couldn't tell you what the scores were, unfortunately. So we'll see. The teams are going to readjust here. Timeout taken for currently unknown reason. See if we hear anything from the players. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're not looking to... Let me see what the pings are. Ping discussion's going through. Ooh, well, it's a little bit gross. For Meatballer, anyway. Yeah, it's okay, so... Unfortunately, maybe a server switch, so this is going to be a wee bit of an intermission, perhaps. But yeah, several players with a high-ish ping, considering. A couple players for Illuminaughty floating between the 70s and 80s, and then a couple player in the 90s and 100s for Spaghetti, so that's not ideal, I do suppose. So maybe a server change will unfold here. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. But either or. So, hello again. We see Mo Angry with the Komodo emoji. That's what it should be called. And we have Play Enjoy. Perfect time to catch me paying attention with the Twitch Prime. Mighty fine. Thank you so much in the clutch from Play Enjoy.
Yeah, it's on the closest windows.
Much appreciated, as always, with all the support, whether it's subscribers, bit donators, or just chatters. Enjoy all of it. And definitely, as I was kind of getting at towards the end of the last match, about an hour ago, towards the end there, you know, obviously it's strange times we're living in right now, right? We've got all these health issues, these lockdowns, uncertainty, closures, suspensions, all these different things going on. So, you know, as much as anything, it's just good to be able to have VR and Echo Arena, and good to be able to cast this here for you, and all these matches, you know, offer that entertainment, the escapism, all that good stuff that humankind generally needs in tumultuous times. So, not to get all super meta, but yeah, it's I'm glad we have these games and we get to do these streams for everyone at home, because we know there's a lot of us at home as of late. Of course, I've been here the whole time, but that's not important, is it? So, continuing on this tech break again for those joining us, I saw the numbers pop up just a little bit over the last minute or so. So, welcome to the stream. We're just in the middle of round 1 at the moment. And Illuminaughty was leading the way. They're setting the clocks here, as there was a tech intermission taken not too long ago, a few minutes ago. So, was wondering whether or not they're going to switch servers, because there are some high-ish pings going on both sides, but it looks like they're maybe just going to stick with it, and fine by me. But yeah, we got the 10-point lead for Illuminaughty. They have, it looks like 3:52 on the clock as what they're going to reset to. Still the first round. And again, I think Spaghetti, really, there's definitely no shame in being down 10 to Illuminaughty at all. Like I mentioned, they're a team who just been rising the ranks. They were already one of the most impressive teams to me, new teams in preseason, as I was always fanboying over them a little bit, just because they came out, you know, unfamiliar and with competitive play, and yet they already look so experienced. They play like they've been playing a lot longer together than they have actually been. And now going into Season 1, they got off to that slow start I mentioned about earlier, but they've just continued to build and build. And they've looked strong as of late, winning 5 of their last 6 matches. Illuminaughty, they've had their own ups and downs after winning the preseason championships. But everyone knows never to doubt them. I mean, they can just pile on points in a hurry. A very good team here, 7-5 record overall. Still, you know, right there in those Master and Gold divisions throughout this season. So, as I said, competition never better, as I frequently say. But nonetheless, we're going back to the game, so don't mind me and as I get a little bit on a tangent there. But yeah, backing it out here. Still 3 minutes left, a little bit over 3 minutes left. It'll be Illuminaughty on possession. Q looking for that pass. Oh, but just couldn't let go of the disc. Ender losing his balance, but still the wherewithal to find the pass. Unfortunately, could not convert because of the nice defense from Spaghetti. So Spaghetti there first is Meatballer looking to deal some goals and does go in for him. So it's a 6-point game here for Spaghetti. Still the lead for Illuminaughty, clearly, but still unfortunate for Illuminaughty there. Ender looked like maybe he just couldn't drop the disc, unfortunately. And but you know, Spaghetti took full advantage, and you have to do that, right? You gotta play on and just maximize every opportunity, and they did. So Al doling out one more punch there as Illuminaughty just comes out here on the offense. They're going to be over on the bottom of the floor, at least 3 of these players. The last one out over in the tunnel. Right here getting to Q, so he takes that over, tries to find Ender, but another rough bounce, and slapped out by Al. So an interception here. Q getting the disc and getting it to Suburban. Ender now trying to put the hurtin', and he does, and letting out a little raspberry. But you know what? It's a score nonetheless, and back to 10-point lead for Orange. The Illuminaughty boys. So also worth noting as well, we do have this match being played here on VRML 1, but over on VRML Channel 2, there is a cast that should be scheduled to start right about now. Meat Baller here for Spaghetti, though, going to Alba. Look at that grab. Great reflexes from Speedy on that save. Burbs still collecting that back. 90 seconds remaining on this. And QL Young goes for the clear. Does get that. Looks like on the other end will be received maybe a 2-on-1 about to unfold. Turning into a 2-on-2, going backboard. And Speedy. Not the speediest of shots, but a most effective one at least. And it's 18-6. Now, as I was mentioning, on VRML Channel 2, There Is No Team will be playing versus Nebula, scheduled to start right about now, and it's being casted by Sir Dimwee. So you got some options. But either way, if you're tuning into this one or the other one, just glad to have you. We also have one more match a little bit later on, too. Another, about an hour from now, it's going to be There Is No Team versus Illuminaughty. So we'll be seeing more of Illuminaughty still to come on this channel a little bit later. Right now, they're just trying to close out this first round, and they're doing so pretty well. 18-6. Spaghetti not able to get a ton of momentum, but they're not doing a ton of things particularly wrong, per se. It's just Illuminaughty doing what they do. All right there, nothing wrong with that. Save from Isolate. He is ISO on time, if nothing else, with that very, very timely grab. So good play from him. That's going to go right into the tunnel on this clear where Y-Perm does await. Nothing really going to unfold based off this final play, so it'll end here 18-6 in favor of Illuminaughty. And again, I don't know. We may or may not see a server change. We'll see. I think it was being discussed yet again. So we have partial stats for you. Can't really give you the full look at it because of the restart with only a few minutes left. But we can get a little look at some of those. All right, so sounds like, yeah, we're going to be looking at a server change indeed. I don't know. I'm just going to roll with it. Got to roll with the punches these days. But we'll go to the highlight screen at least, get a look at some of the plays that unfolded here for these two teams. Illuminaughty piling on 18 points. Still looking good in that sense. Again, no stats for you, but yeah, playing some good defense. Ender earlier on. I don't know if you heard that, those pub comms, or if the music is too loud for it, but server change is going to happen as some banter happens in the pub comms there. But yeah, so it was Ender earlier on in that first round. Spaghetti actually got the first goal, but then Ender came back with a 3 in a row. I'm glad I leave these unmuted most of the time anyways. I get my entertainment out of it. If not from the games, from the player comms sometimes. But yeah, so Ender just doing what he does. He was assisted a couple times there by his teammates very well. But also just getting goals for himself, too, off of some of those rollouts. There was a pair of steals off of defensive rollouts for Illuminaughty where it was Ender getting to the front line over to the nest and just causing all kinds of a mess for Spaghetti to turn it over. And so I am seeing here as well, based on the Discord, and Sir Dimwee just gave the green light to There Is No Team and Nebula over on VRML Channel 2. So it looks like it's about to start imminently over on there. Meanwhile, for here, still just waiting for something. There you go. So you might have heard that from the pub comms. They have Y-Perm for Spaghetti. He's just going to be finding a new server and inviting everyone else. So my apologies for this delay, but we don't have anything scheduled immediately after. So schedule-wise, we're completely fine. In the meantime, how's it going, chat? Hope you're enjoying yourselves. I'm enjoying myself and my Dr. Pepper. Shout out Jaywalker. Fellow Dr. Pepper connoisseur, along with the likes of Tutorial Bot and Boop. Kind of sad. Haven't been able to have my Dr. Pepper date with Tutorial Bot. We had set that up. a multitude of times before it lands, and we never actually have it. And what it actually entails, I don't know. It's more so just sit at a bar, drink Dr. Pepper, and that's it. But we never got a chance to do that. And I'm afraid with all the things going on right now, might be a while before we actually see each other again in any of the Echo community. Makes me sad, but at least, that's why I was saying, at least we have VR. Talk about social distancing. I guess that's why we have virtual reality. Get the bulk of our social lives for the next while through there, perhaps. But yes, so it looks like indeed these teams switching up. So I'm going to go back to the highlights screen for you really quickly. And just kind of leave it on there for a moment. Waiting for an invite. In fact, I already got it. So yeah, I'll be right back. And we'll start round 2 very soon. Okay, so hopefully we'll be good on that end. Sorry for that brief silence. Just trying to make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Shout out Ducky, wherever you are. But rejoining here, got our spec view. We're all good. So there you go. Server change. Hopefully this one is acceptable for the teams. Thus far, it's actually just Spaghetti currently in the match. Still waiting on a Sue. Ooh. So before, I believe it was Meatballer with a high ping. I'm sure you can see it there. Now it's Isolate. Maybe it's the same guy. I'm not sure. But still, this not really any better for them, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't cause any more delays. But like I said, we don't really have any scheduling conflicts until another 40, 45, 55 minutes from now or something like that. So we're still okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm just going to continue to talk to all of you faceless viewers. I don't know, someone give me a tongue twister or something. Embarrass me, why don't you? I'll do it. I'm in here, Al.
We are trying.
They're trying something confirmed. Would seem like invites still not coming out, and just kind of observing the Discord chat real quick. So players trying to organize themselves. Round 1 again was the 18-6 for Illuminaughty. So tripling up on the score there as Naven joins in with the cheese Louise. Looks like Illuminaughty at least maybe starting to file in. We have Speedy available, but I mean again, pings. Not so great. Oof. Nice. Speedy probably happy with this ping. I was always jealous of Speedy's ping, so obviously this is a Texas server. So they're going to be happy to get that for nothing else,
Yes,
but
from Texas to Haas.
but everyone else, we'll see. Varying degrees of happiness, I'm sure, on this one. I mean, seems it's again one of those cases where you have rosters spread out throughout the nation, so you're only going to be able to find so much middle ground. There's going to be some people with issues, no matter what, sometimes. QL Young with the timely sarcastic remarks. Classic Q, but also accurate, because, yeah, that change didn't do all too much overall. That's okay, though. We're just going to keep rolling with it. So hello to our 20 joining us today at the moment. And actually, I'm looking up. I just saw another thing from Dimwee in the Discord or the organizational chat there. Looks like even for the other match going on, there's also some server discussions possibly panning out trying to find a new lobby as well. So, I wonder if this is just a thing tonight. Who knows? Again, a lot of people obviously at home as of late, playing games as of late. They've been multiple games in the industry. I mean, you look at, I know Blizzard was kind of DDoS, maybe on purpose, maybe not. I mean, Steam had seen their highest user count, concurrent user count ever, as well as CSGO, subset of that. But yeah, just a lot of people at home enjoying their video games and having some issues at some points or another. It's an adjustment for everyone involved, including the servers. Not that the servers are people, but if they were, they would be making adjustments. But yes, so we do have the ready up activated for both teams, I believe. So we're just kind of waiting for that intermission to elapse, about a minute or so. So we'll be getting started here imminently, and there you go. So round 2. After that rather long wait. Again, apologies. We're going to start with the next round. Spaghetti here playing from almost a win-win situation, I would say. I mean, even if they lose this match, it's not, again, Illuminaughty the heavy favorites, clearly, but Spaghetti just one of those teams that can catch fire in a flash. Right here, though, in a flash, QL Young gets it at last. So after a bit of a drought from those server changes, we got ourselves a new round, a new goal, and we're back on a roll here in Master League. But yeah, so for Spaghetti, really, they're playing this match, especially, I mean, versus Illuminaughty and then Team Joker earlier in the week, yesterday. Kind of measuring stick games, if nothing else. If they play better than expected, which they did against Joker, it's nothing but good things. You know, they're making their name for themselves here in the league. If they can compete with the likes of Illuminaughty, regardless if they win or not, they can just compete, which, again, they have been. Once again, it's just a good thing for Spaghetti. But a bad thing for Spaghetti are these goals going in for QL Young, assisted by Ender. That's 4 points in the first minute of round 2. Going the way of Illuminaughty.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So jousting out, and on the defense is Illuminaughty here, just trying to cover up each lane and each player, and they do so pretty successfully. So deep in the back line, QL just waiting there. Strambitsky saying, always backboard. For who? Who are you talking about? Are you memeing? But yes, Q living in his favorite play space, which is to say, that place right behind the goal. Definitely finds a lot of success from there, you know. And if it works, why change? But going in here for some loose change, that's 2 cents and 6 points for Illuminaughty now. Ender to Speedy rather to Ender. And we've seen that passing connection at play many a times over the months, and even as recently as, well, this match. So launching out here, Spaghetti back on the offense. They're down by a few goals, but still right in it. They get the successful initial pass. The second one, in fact, going through off a good bounce, fortunately, and finding the hands of Al. Al trying to get up there just for the one-on-one, and he'll get it, absolutely. So the stacks for Illuminaughty are unable to return on defense. And I'm sure the brawls from Spaghetti in the back line playing a big part. They are a very stun-heavy team. Yperm leading the way in that regard most nights. But as a whole, they're definitely happy to be stack stoppers whenever they can and just annoy teams with the endless punches. So right there, oh, it's an unfortunate almost self-goal, but Suburban Legend maybe saving the, what would have been a more unfortunate highlight had that gone in. So either way, Burbs will come through for the 8-2 lead. Well, just one of those unforced turnovers, not sure what exactly happened, but just had dropped the disc right off that Geo and bounced right into the perfect spot for Suburban Legend. Let's see if they can just undo that prior mistake with some defense here. The goal actually being left open, though, and that is dead center. A killer shot from Burbs. So again, maybe loss of concentration a little bit there. Spaghetti had 2 members of their team brawling over here near Bowtie. But once the turnover happened, none of them able to really get back in time. And therefore, the goal. So Y-Perm throwing it, Ender just snagging it, and oh no. Now if that's not one of the more unique bounces I've seen taken, I mean, yeah, that was no doubt very purposeful from Ender, putting in a little pizzazz from that. What an unusual bounce shot. I mean, it worked, but very unorthodox. But nice hit from Ender there as they do roll out on the defense, getting it back again and dinging it off that post. So we'll be right back down to isolate, taking the disc away, looking for a bounce pass of his own, trying to receive it as Meatballer gets it in the left tunnel, trying to leave the defender behind as he slings one over to Al. That's a nice pass, and over there Al will convert, will invert, but making him hurt is Ender with a steal, sending it down, and maybe an intercept here for Spaghetti, but no, because of just the overshoot. Actually, bad misread on it, and QL Young, though, making up for any lax movement from Spaghetti, because that's going to be just another 2, and so far Q having himself a good round, good match, and Illuminaughty up 16-2. So I remember a comment in the Twitch chat yesterday from, can't remember who it was from, but during that game between Spaghetti and Joker, someone was mentioning, oh, another intercept, that shot off. But still looks like they'll line up another one, and just kind of starting to fall apart here a little bit for Spaghetti, getting close to that mercy situation and starting to steamroll. But someone mentioned in the chat yesterday that Spaghetti was doing better against Team Joker than Illuminaughty had done against Team Joker when they played them about a week before. So that was kind of interesting to note. But that being said, maybe just a rock, paper, scissors type thing, because for as good as Spaghetti was performing against Team Joker despite the loss, Illuminaughty right now really just looking dominant here, and especially in the second round. The first round, a bit closer, but right now it will just be another go at the goal for Illuminaughty, and they'll light it up for yet another score as Y-Perm does a little dance. So at least still feeling loose. You know, Spaghetti is a team that does just enjoy the game for what it is. They have fun. Sometimes their style of fun can tilt other teams, granted, but they like to have fun, and it's fun to watch. Oh, jeez. So there again, we've seen that 3 or 4 times now off of these defensive jousts for Illuminaughty, getting there so fast that Spaghetti hardly has time to react. But Al does get a pass over to Meatballer in that tunnel. So in the back line trying to deny some stacks, but that's going to be a good shot, almost barely missing, but they'll still have a lot of time with a...
Sorry, are you kidding me? I'm sorry.
So, a little unhappiness there. Again, I have a hard time discerning the sarcastic from the serious sometimes with these players, but... Either way, the ding dunk and the maybe disgruntledness from Illuminaughty on that, not sure, but it was kind of funny in a bad way. Bad Spaghetti, bad. What team would ever ding a dunk? Certainly not one that I'd ever be part of. But anyway, over here we'll be Meatballer taking that away, slinging it out to their left tunnel, now going for the stacks onto the other side. That's going to bounce pretty close to the goal, but recovered here. Q and Suburban Legend. You got Rocktor and Kung saying, I don't like it. What? Joker not liking what? Steez? Borderline toxicity? Yeah, Joker hates that kind of stuff. But Al will take this away and sling it down the left tunnel. Shout out Little Paper Stick on SoundCloud. Y-Perm has this disc now. Oh, the brakes! Putting QL on skates! And QL loving it! Gotta love that, as that one goes on through, almost on the shot. Mail slot, just a bit off. Being taken, maybe an open pizza slice, and will be a train, but denied, derailed, it failed. Going back to the hands here of Y-Perm. So some defense there from Spaghetti. And offense here. Going back for Illuminaughty. So as the clock does wind down, we're at a 21-4 situation, a minute 30 seconds left in round 2. This one going to be firmly in the hands of Illuminaughty in the 2 rounds. We had some delays there, but at the end of the day, didn't affect Illuminaughty too much. If nothing else, they only grew in strength. But over here will be a bottom recovery from the rebound. Suburban Legend! A very aggressive slam into the goal. So putting a little bit of a statement behind that one. And once again, we are one score away from a potential mercy, should Illuminaughty get the disc back and play some defense at the moment. But yeah, Rocktor in the chat saying, I don't know, they're losing and having fun in reference to Spaghetti here. And yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing with them anyway, is that you see these in games that they're winning, you see these in games that they're losing. They're at least on the exterior, don't seem particularly tilted. They're still, you know, having fun. Both teams are kind of bantering with each other throughout the end of this one, as that one goes very close. Rebound here to Al, and has a shot, but it is absolutely denied. Well, what a good grab, but then the hook dunk from Isolate. So there you go. I'm leading towards the side of no one's actually too tilted at each other on in this match. Just enjoying themselves and having some fun here. Again, I mean, Illuminaughty, obviously, they were the expected ones to win. You know, Spaghetti continuing to prove himself over the course of preseason and then season 1. But, I mean, a big measuring stick against the likes of Illuminaughty and Spaghetti. I mean, in both rounds, Spaghetti managed to put up the 6 points. You know, in the Joker match yesterday, they also put up a good fight. So, against two of the top-tier teams full of, no doubt, multitude of veterans between Illuminaughty and Joker, Spaghetti both times has still come through and it still looked good. I mean, despite the loss, there's still a lot of good things to build on for them. Meanwhile, for Illuminaughty, they'll continue to try and build themselves up towards a very strong finish here in Season 1 after their slower start. Currently now we'll have an 8-5 win-loss record. And yeah, they're going to just try and roll into the last couple months of this season with some strength. See if they can't defend that preseason championship, turn it into a Season 1 championship if they keep, you know, this forward momentum. But yeah, so couldn't really read too many stats for you. And again, it was partial stats anyway because of the switch. But just good all-around team match, team game from Illuminaughty. Much of what we see week to week from them on the regular, with just great team play, fundamental play. Ender definitely putting in a bunch of points throughout. So yes, that will be the conclusion of this match. At the moment, let me go check on it for you actually, as we do have over on VRML 2, we should have a match going on at the moment, casted by Sir Dimwee, which is There Is No Team versus Nebula. Looks like that game just concluded the first round, 14-8 in favor of Nebula. Round 2 about to begin, so there you go. If nothing else, I'm going to redirect you guys to that in a second. Because for this channel, we'll be back in about 40 minutes from now with Illuminaughty versus There Is No Team. So that will be our final match of the night on this channel. But until then, I've been Palidore, this has been VRML, and I'll see you again really soon.